You're my brother and I know you. No, I'm just kidding. Other mechanics used to pick on you because of your small toolbox at ELD. Do you remember that toolbox? And is that the reason you have such an enormous toolbox now?
No, I mean, when I first started there,
Oh man,
I had
that's too funny.
it was a smaller toolbox, just a single bay snap-on, top and bottom. But at the time, I just didn't have that many tools, and I mean that was, I don't know, almost 20 years ago. So over the years, you accumulate tools for different aspects of every job, and eventually you have to get a bigger toolbox to accommodate everything you have. And it's not it doesn't have anything to do with my toolbox is bigger than yours. What is your rule of thumb when welding?
Hot and fast. Hot and fast is more or less my rule of thumb for welding. Depends on the material, but yeah. As hot as you can to get the material to where you need it to be without overheating, and as fast as you can so that you don't put too much heat into the material and that you can get a nice sustained, consistent bead. Can I relate hockey to welding in any way? Maybe in a couple of ways. Consistency, maybe a little bit. Position, doing your duty and knowing where to be on the ice, knowing where you're at in the weld, knowing how to change on the ice to whether it's going to offense to defense or defense to offense in the split second, or in a weld having to add more filler, add more heat, or less filler or less heat in the split second. Maybe a little bit of that. But as far as technical wise, I mean, yeah, hockey's a very technical sport, and welding is a very technical trade. So if you're not picky about your work, it's gonna show really quick.
Favorite car? I'm gonna probably go with a 68 Chevelle. Just the body lines on it, I think, are beautiful. She's a big car with.
Whoa.
Yes.
One car that I really do like, it's an old school, like 1970 style Nissan GTRs. The body lines on that, the way they're boxier. I really like the style of the mirrors on the fenders. It's just really unique. The car itself is just a unique car. And it's not very common, which is something I really like about it. It's, I don't know, kind of a rarity, I guess you could say. You don't really see too many, well, you don't really see too many GTRs, or at least older ones over here at least, but yeah, that would probably be one of my favorites as far as cars. If I wasn't a welder, I'd be no clue. No, I don't really know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that is out there that pique my interest. Maybe something in computers, because I like computers. Whether it be drawing something or, you know, programming something or so on and so forth.
I'd honestly probably be in law enforcement of some sort, because that's originally where my father would have loved to see me go, but kind of went in a different path. Give me a short story about welding at MPD.
Here's a little short story about welding here at MPD. Well, came in for my interview, welded on a piece of aluminum and a piece of stainless. The manager at the time gave me my job, and then the next day I started and just started coming in and cranking out parts, cranking out production. I think I started intakes. Started on intakes, aluminum intakes, and just cracking those things out for a good while. And then after I started getting established in welding more often, boss man let me go ahead and redesign things, play with new products. That's really fun, being able to work with the guys on the team and make really cool parts for the trucks. Being a part of a team that, you know, cares about what they're doing and how things look is really fun. So it's been fun working here so far. Yeah, and just a whole lot of welding. It's probably why I'm obviously why I've progressed so much, is just the amount of work we've cranked out here since I've been here. But yeah, it's, if you ain't welding, you ain't learning.